let's just say I haven't done one of these in a while. Um, I love these videos when they have metaphors for my dark side and my light side. And I wouldn't say there is a dark side to Richard, because I can still see my eyes. Yeah, there's a little bit of brightness. I'm not really a mean person, a venomous person, or someone who holds much against someone. In fact, in a weird way, what I do in my life is I've always been brought up and always found the best in people, and I've always worked with people and understood them to a certain extent. And I think I would say, from my darker times I've had this year, they're, in a weird way, they originated from being alone, or not feeling that the company is there at certain times. And we all have our own life to lead. Case in point. But it's quite weird that a few things that I didn't quite no, I've rephrased that. Basically, what I thought would have happened if I had moved into another flat on my own or with a random group of strangers, I don't think I would have learnt in the right time frame to get myself back on the straight and narrow in terms of some of the choices I made earlier this year. And I think a lot of my life I've dealt with abandonment. I would say, excuse me, I wouldn't say not feeling accepted, because I think everyone accepts me for Richard. There are certain parts where it's like, yeah, there's parts of my life that I choose to do, I choose to make for myself, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. We all live with, we agree to disagree. We accept people at as much face value as we can. At least that's how I've always operated. So the reason I did this video is more the fact that I've moved in with a friend, and it's quite tricky to, when I say I don't like being on my own, I feel like I kind of am again. And it's not, the weird thing is though, I'm working, I'm going back to work tomorrow, I've had my Tuesdays off, I've not done the most productive of things over the past 2 days, but in a weird way I've saved money because of it. So it's a juxtaposition, or oxymoron, or whatever you call it. But in the weirdest way, sometimes having a day when I don't see anyone, catch me at the right time. I want to go out and do something, but catch me at the wrong time, and the result it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sleeping. Something's just switched again. there are things happening this weekend that I'm looking forward to. So like, this is not, I would say, like, I've learnt from my mistakes made previously. This is a situation where it was kind of out of my hands or power, because it's something as simple as a person who I'm living with right now. He's gone on holiday for 2 weeks, and so I still have my base of where I'm living right now. I'm still working. I'm still earning money. I've still got, my life is back on track with certain things. But that fear has kind of crept up again, and I think I've never been one to really lose sleep about things. But I think there's been so many issues that 2019 has provided for me. But I can say for one certainty, 2019 was better than 2018. But I can't even go back to even think what happened in 2018 and made it so terrible. But 2019 was fine in terms of what really happened in parts of the world, and etc. etc. But 2019 was just a confluence of events from my point of view. Anyway. So yeah, so hopefully I'm going to go and have a few hours sleep. And it's kind of weird, because when there's moments when I used to have, well, in the moments in the past when I've been alone, or I felt like reaching out to people, but no, just nothing was going to happen immediately. So I had to always do things on my own. I couldn't ring up someone to pick me up from so and so because they weren't actually in London or the city. It's always circumstance, and I've always had to just take them at face value, give them a reason why they can't be there, or give me a reason why calling them was not the best option, because it won't make a difference, because I still won't be able to do it. It's like that. Yeah, I think I'm just in my head again. Anyway. I had to do this video because sometimes talking to a camera and putting something on Facebook, YouTube, is at least a way of referencing yourself, actually talking to someone, because in the way I'm talking out loud, so therefore everything I've been thinking about all day or feeling, this might be a way of me just clearing the air to myself, because sometimes if I'm not honest with me, things happen again. But I've always believed in, when I do videos, I start talking on a camera, or I start talking in general, I talk a lot, and I talk about so many different things at probably 1,000 miles an hour. It's because I'm afraid of what might happen if I don't say them. But again, I think we all walk that path in life. Sometimes the right thing to say is not the right, nothing at all. But yeah, we've all have those burdens to bear. But I might post this next week. But this is now, well, it's Friday morning, 3 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, and I'll go back to work tomorrow. So at least if I try and get a few hours sleep, I can actually do a double shift, and then Saturday I'm going out for a social event with the pups. And there should be voters out today for my new promotion at work. I'm ending this on a good note, so let's actually end in the light and say good night. There was a third rhyming word there, but I just can't think of it right now. Night, guys. Well, good morning.